This just turned the $500,000 project into a $100,000 project for him. Unbelievable. If you're new here, my name's Trevor and I'm an EV charging consultant and broker. And recently I had a new opportunity pop up from a client in Plano, Texas that I wanted to tell you about. I want to share with you everything that's happened so far on the project. We had a meeting with Tesla. I want to talk about the rebates that are available in Texas right now. And I'll also cover some of the rough profit projections and the break-even point for this project. This one feels pretty promising. And as always, I won't be including any of the names or the addresses of my clients. So if you're watching this, don't worry, I'll make sure to keep all your information private. Okay, so last video, I told you a little bit about the first project that I was working on, which was in Chicago. And this one I was really excited about, but I can kind of feel the energy of both my client and the momentum of our project. And I don't know, I just have a feeling the one in Chicago might be at a standstill right now. The client's not really answering emails, but fingers still crossed that that one will come back around. But this one feels different. So this client in Plano, Texas, he feels much more motivated. So how this all started was he saw one of my videos on YouTube and reached out to me saying that right now he's in the process of potentially acquiring this commercial site in Plano. Now, I don't love the fact that he doesn't own the site yet. That, adds to the timeline. But I do understand after our first discovery call that he's a serious investor. He owns multiple properties across the United States. So that gave me a little bit more confidence that this is going to be a real thing. So the first call I had with him, which is what I call the discovery call, it's usually just asking a lot of questions. I'm learning about his site, what he's working with, what his goals are, and how I can help really. It's really just an initial call to see if we're aligned in working on this project together. Now, he's not from the EV charging space. He just bought a Tesla. He doesn't know a whole lot about the entire EV charging industry, which is great. That's why I'm here to help. And it's really just he's doing a background check on the property. So he's looking at all the financials. He's putting all the numbers together, really just trying to figure out if this is an investment that he wants to make. And with these Tesla Superchargers, it would just be adding on an extra form of revenue and also increasing the value of the property as well. And usually early on into my conversation with these clients is a big part of it is about the incentives or the rebates. I mean, of course, if we can get the government or another entity from the state to help pay for a big portion of the project, then that's really going to swing the decision in one way or another. So before I spoke with him, I did a little bit of research on the rebates or the incentives that are available right now in Texas. We might be getting lucky with one of them, which I'll touch on in a moment. But first, I want to tell you about our meeting that we had with Tesla. So after I spoke to him, I said, just because you want to install Tesla Superchargers doesn't mean that Tesla will give you the green light. They're really picky about what they want their sites to look like. There's a whole checklist on what these sites need to have. But I told them the best thing that we should do is set up a call with my contact at Tesla, and we'll have him give us the rundown on the requirements that he needs for the site. So I set up the call with Tesla and we had a great conversation. One of the most amazing things, Tesla will cover all the service and the maintenance of the chargers that are on your site. And their service agreements go up to 15 years. Another thing I found super interesting was my contact at Tesla, the Tesla rep, he said, across all DC fast chargers, the average to use them across all brands is about 50 cents per kilowatt hour, which initially sounded a little bit high to me, but he said Tesla is usually less expensive. So I did a little bit of research after the meeting, and it looks like the average cost to use a Tesla Supercharger in the States is closer to 40 cents per kilowatt hour. I like to say 42. Another nice thing that he mentioned, which helps a lot in terms of figuring out how much these projects cost, was he said, usually, again, these are rough numbers, but he said that usually on average, it costs about 50 grand to install one of these Tesla Superchargers. That's the install cost. And then the cost of the charger itself, each is also about 50 grand. He said it ranges between 45 and 65, but for simplicity's sake, let's say 50 grand. So per supercharger, you're usually looking at about 100 grand. Now, as we know, the minimum is 4 superchargers. You can't just install one. So it's safe to say For 4 superchargers, you're probably looking at 400 grand. But in my experience in this construction world, things always cost more than you think. So I'm going to use 500 grand as a safety net for the 4 superchargers. So my contact at Tesla said, usually investors are looking for an internal rate of return between 20 and 30% for commercial properties. And we ran the numbers on this project and it looked like the IRR was close to 28%. And when my client heard this, I think he was pretty excited. He just kept saying, okay, we're aligned on this. And to piggyback along with this, talking about the profits, which I'll dive deeper into next year, he said that the break-even point, usually without rebates, is close to 3 and 5 years. Looking at some of my own projects as examples here, I think without rebates, it's between 5 and 6 years, but I guess it depends on the location. I mean, even at 6 years for an investment of this size to break even in that amount of time in 6 years or less is a pretty attractive investment. Now, one thing that kind of stalled the meeting a little bit was we asked my client to send the addresses of these potential locations that he was thinking about installing superchargers at. I guess he didn't get around to it. So my contact at Tesla didn't have the exact addresses to give us the green light or not if this meets Tesla's requirements. But my client said he'll make sure to send those addresses after. So as the call was wrapping up with Tesla, I just said to my client, hey, look, let's hop on another call, just a separate call with you and me. And I want to tell you about some of the information that I was able to find on the rebates that you might be able to apply for in your area. So a big one of the incentives or the rebates is one that's the 30C, and this is a tax credit. It's on the federal level. Unfortunately, this one is being frozen up or canceled, if you will, from the Trump administration. But there is one that I think we might be able to get. And this one is called the NEVI rebate. So every state has the NEVI funding, and it stands for National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure. If you're able to get this rebate or this incentive, then these projects are a no-brainer for you. So there are requirements. One of the main things with the NEVI rebate right now is they're focusing on locations that are within 1 mile of a main interstate. So they want people to be able to, hop off the highway really quick, charge up, and then go back. So if your location is less than 1 mile away from a major highway, then there's a really good chance that you could get approved for this NEVI rebate. In Texas, they call it the TEVI rebate. It's just the Texas version, but it's still the NEVI rebate. And if we're able to get the green light on this rebate, then he could get up to 80% of the project paid for. So this just turned the $500,000 project into a $100,000 project for him because he could potentially get 400 grand back from the NEVI program in funding. Okay, let's talk about the profits and the break-even point. So Tesla has a revenue calculator on their website now for the Tesla Supercharger for Business program. It's a little misleading. Just know that this is the overall revenue. What you see when you put your address in, it's not the profit. When I saw these numbers, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy the amount of money you can make. But that's the total revenue. It's not taking away the cost of electricity, which is obviously a big part of it. It's not including Tesla's 10-cent fee. So Tesla will tell you how much it's estimating based on all the data they have in that area, how many cars are going to be coming to visit you. So it'll say for this location, for example, it averages out to, I think it's just under 9 cars per day per charger. Now, 8 months ago, a year ago, Tesla released average numbers across the board for utilization rates, and nationally it was closer to 7. This means that the usage rates, the utilization is going up. It depends where you are, but this area in Plano, Texas seems to be higher than those previous average numbers they released. So based on those numbers, I plugged in some safety net numbers there. I said across the 4 chargers per year in profit. Again, these are just rough projections, but it looks like for this 4 supercharger project, he could make 85 grand in profit per year from people using these chargers. So even without any rebates at all, he's looking at about a 5.8 year break-even point. And if he was able to get that NEVI funding, he could break even in, a year and a half. Okay, so he was pretty excited to hear all this. And then he asked, well, what's the next step? Based on what I saw was we need to see if we can get this funding, right? We need to see if we can get approved for these rebates. I started emailing all the different entities that potentially could offer rebates. I just wanted to double check. So I just confirmed with a few different people. But the tricky thing with this NEVI program is it closes in 2 weeks. And that's not enough time for us to do all of our due diligence, gather all the documents, and apply for the rebates. So I was a little disappointed when I saw that. But then I learned that in Texas specifically, the program it opens on a rolling window of like 30 to 90 days. So I spoke to my client and I said, look, the program's closing soon. We won't have enough time for this deadline, but if we get all our ducks in a row and have all the documents ready, then we can apply the second that window opens up in 30 to 90 days. We'll have everything ready to go and we can just submit our documents and we'll be ready. And he said, yeah, I agree. I think we should get all the documents ready. So, we're ready to pull the trigger when the program opens up again. And I love to hear it. I said, okay, great. I'll get a quote on how much it's going to cost to create the engineering package. There's stamped drawings, and I'll keep you posted as this project keeps developing. I have a few more that have popped up in other states. My next one is a gentleman that I'm working with in New York right now in Long Island. So that will be for the next video. As always, if you have your own commercial property in the United States and you're thinking about installing any type of commercial chargers, then I'm happy to help. Feel free to give me a shout on my email below. Thanks so much for checking in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.